Hmm. Mm. Okay, okay. Yeah. Well, the teams haven't gotten together, I think, at least for the time being, so I'm gonna entertain you all by staying as quiet as possible and let the music play. That, or I come up with a whole bunch of new set of bad jokes. That actually might not be a bad idea. Hold on. Let's see here. New window. I'm you. No, that would be no. That's bad phrasing. Least popular dad jokes. Because honestly, those are like the best ones. 105 dad jokes so bad they're actually hilarious. The worst 202 dad jokes. Oh god. Ooh, they make your kids cringe. Thedad.com. Oh, what's the worst that can happen here? Come on. All right, let me go ahead and just mute this site just in case. Ooh, this one's not terrible. Oh, this is good. This is good. Aha, there we go. No. Looking for recent activities. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Content? Ooh, what's content? Nope. 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 Okay. Let me rely on something else. Ah, there you are. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So while the game is still loading and the players are getting everything together, dad joke time. Alright. Okay. So these are the 202 worst dad jokes that will make your kids cringe. Alrighty. What do you call an alligator in a vest? Come on, chat. Talk to me, Nightbot. Talk to me. You know you got this. It's just gonna say the same thing again, isn't it? Yep. Alright. An investigator. Yes, that's right. An investigator. I think Nightbot doesn't like me. Yep. Nightbot does not like me. Nightbot is not laughing. Okay, this one is absolutely, like, on the scale of 1 to 10 being terrible, 10 being the worst, it's like an 8. I was wondering why this frisbee kept looking bigger and bigger and bigger. Then it hit me. Yes, that is the joke. It hit me. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the most important thing that any caster is supposed to do. Grab water. Ooh, alrighty. RD2L Masters Season 1 is underway. Hey. Alrighty. It would help if I swapped scenes, so. There we go. Right?
10 seconds remaining. Dire team back. All right. I'll tell you the truth.
Okay. So, when we take a look at these two teams, we got one that's Inappropriate Humor. The other one is the Arachnies. So far, we're off to a good start. The Lich got banned, and then they banned the Spectre. They're probably looking for some of the more popular heroes the other opponents like to play. And, you know, other meta heroes in the patch. You know, it makes sense. Oh, they banned out the Phoenix, so 2 supports are gone off the board. And they banned out the Io. Would you be surprised if they did a first pick Sven? Or a first pick Faceless Void? I would. And out comes a first pick Omni Knight. I keep thinking to myself, what other good support hero would be good here against an Omni Knight? The more I think about it, the more it kind of comes to my mind, maybe Necrophos? But that doesn't make too much sense given that he's not entirely in the meta per se. But that's just me. Other people may argue that point that it's a terrible idea with the amount of heroes in the pool for the meta that'll come out. Okay. Well, look at that. There's a Sven. Pick a faceless void is what I want to say. But in reality, PA might not be a terrible idea. You got a good combination between the Omni Knight and the PA with sustain, and you get a heal bomb. Okay. This is the first time this is actually happening in like who knows how many years where people are listening to me about picks. Well, you banned out the IO. That's the one thing that I would be screaming like, grab that. But you banned it out, so it's still fine. What would help here? You're either looking for a Dazzle or a Witch Doctor, a support with a stun of some sort. Well, to tell you the truth, it's not terrible with Snapfire. The biggest reason as to why, for me, when I'm looking at this specifically, is the fact that you can go ahead and just use more kisses from like the back of the back lines and be perfectly fine and safe, while Sven is just like, I'm gonna go ahead and murder everyone. So it's very important in this game that the Snapfire gets off to a good start without getting murdered, to go ahead and grab an Ags, so Snapfire can go ahead and gobble up whomever and just chuck that person into the backline of the opponent team. Right? So if you get really pocket strategies, okay, like the craziest of the crazy, you grab a life stealer and chuck him in the offlane. Then you have him infest into Sven. You have the Snapfire gobble up the Sven and then chuck him. It can work, because the infest bomb would be pretty good. There's open wounds, bunch of right clicks right there. Then you can go ahead and throw the Superman punch if you wanted to, or just a regular storm hammer, which is boring. Might as well make sure that you do a Superman punch instead. So you're asking to yourself, why would someone try to do that? Well, if you look at it from a practical standpoint, right? Grabbing Lifestealer and throwing him into a Sven gives Sven even more HP. And it heals up the Lifestealer, obviously. And it kind of depends on how you want to go about this. You can throw Sven into the off lane, or you can throw Lifestealer into the off lane. Either one works, If you want to go really stupid pocket, right? Throw in the Pudge as well, somewhere in this. But I want to double check something before I say something just like really bad. Because I'm pretty sure this is not how that works when it comes to Lifestealer. Trying to remember his Agonins. Oh, it just reduces the cooldown, increases cast range, and applies a rage buff to infested unit. Ooh, that's still good. You infest into a Sven. Sven has rage. And then he can BKB. It's like I'm saying, it's a weird workaround of sorts and stuff like that, but it's really interesting what you can do. Let's see here. We got Viper banned out, Clinks is banned out, Storm is banned out on the side of Inappropriate Humor, so they don't want anybody to jump, catch, or break the Phantom Assassin. Now, the Arachnies banned out Meepo, Legion, and Slardar. Okay, we got a nice pick in the Witch Doctor. I would have preferred seeing Nyx Assassin here. For the idea of... How would I say this? Well, first off, the... Man, I... You know, my brain is definitely not working today. Nyx's ult would be Assassinate, right? No, Vendetta. Okay, Vendetta. So you go ahead and Vendetta. Yeah, find the Phantom Assassin and go smack with the Vendetta. That breaks the Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin tries to turn around and try to go ahead and initiate on the Nyx Assassin is a terrible idea. You throw that dagger, you have Blade Mail, and you have your Carapace activated at the same time. There's a whole bunch of damage being returned to the Phantom Assassin. So Phantom Assassin's definitely not going to go ahead and try to retaliate against the Nyx Assassin whatsoever. So I like that pick over a Witch Doctor, but it seems like we're going to be seeing a very interesting lineup for the Arachnies because now you got two potential mids right here, either between the Snapfire, the Earth Spirit, unless they feel like they can go ahead and run a Snapfire with an Earth Spirit both in the off lane and pick a stronger mid lane hero against the Inappropriate Humor. This is a really good setup in terms of drafting. You go ahead and give yourself a lot of flexibility. You can go ahead and find yourself that really, really nice opening to go ahead and solidify your draft to either protect Sven or just really, really mess up your opponent's draft. You can easily do this in two separate ways. You can go ahead and grab yourself a you can go ahead and grab yourself a meta hero that isn't considered a mid lane hero that you typically see either in the support or in the off lane positioning. So a 3 or either a 3 or a 5, maybe 4, 3, 4, 5, that can interchange in between, but can still go ahead and handle the 2 role. One of the main heroes that comes to my mind about this is actually a Magnus. It's one of my favorite heroes to actually go ahead and draft around, mainly for the fact that you have an RP that's a team fighting spell. You have Empower that completely just helps boost your carries potential to farming. So in this case, Magnus would be a great pick, and it's actually going to be banned out. This is interesting. All right, so Magnus is actually one of the heroes that I was talking about, so no longer Magnus. I'm a bit surprised with that ban because I would have actually went ahead and let that through. Taking a look at the other bans that the Arachnies are going to be making, you know, obviously you're banning first, but you have the first pick for your last pick. So it's kind of like it's kind of like really, really hurting yourself in a sense because because if you go ahead and grab Magnus in that lineup for Inappropriate Humor, you can go ahead and tell Doom you're running mid. The Magnus and the Clockwork are staying in the off lane. You got a big chunky boy in the middle who can run at the Snapfire. You got a big chunky boy that can actually run at the Earth Spirit in Doom. And then whichever hero you grab, per se, you can go ahead and run at them. So it looks like they're trying to protect their mid hero pick here from Inappropriate Humors by banning out the Leshrac. So I am thinking more or less a Queen of Pain type of thing. So the Arachnies has it's kind of revealing your hand in a bit of like who you want to go ahead and pick for. So Arachnies has a good choice in taking out Queen of Pain or maybe the Void Spirit. Let's see here. Who else would be a good ban here for a mid hero? Okay, so the Queen of Pain is there. And just to let you guys know, I am watching this through Dota TV, so no stream sniping. If you are, bad on you and shame, shame, shame. If you're supporting the cast and whatnot, go ahead and lower your volume all the way down to the lowest amount that you can go ahead and lower it to, because muting out the website, well, or you can mute the website, but muting the stream itself kind of goes against viewer count, so viewer count is appreciated. All right, we got Carl. Welcome back. Damn you, Carl. So you have about a minute and change in your last pick up against Carl. You can go about this in a lot of fun different ways. Given that Zeus is still on the board, you potentially can run him. The problem and issue here is you're gonna have to deal with a ganking Clockwork. Your Snapfire can go ahead and take away the gank from that because of how mobile Snapfire could be, but your Earth Spirit's more of your protector and ganker in this lineup. Because, like I said, you really want Snapfire to get that Ags. So most likely you're going to see a 3 Snapfire in this game. The 4 is going to be the Earth Spirit for Arachnies. I'm thinking Silencer if you want to be really, really stupid here. Just like absolutely annihilate Invoker in lane would be tremendous for a Silencer. And some people are going to ask why. Well, Glaives of Wisdom. That's my answer to that. Okay, so we got Void Spirit right there. So Void Spirit is a great hero to use against the Invoker. Okay. And I know Silencer is a niche pick, but it works so well against that lineup. It screws over the Omni Knight Guardian Angel. Phantom Assassin has no escape. Doom's just like, I have to focus the one dude on the team I don't want to, because you have a priority Doom onto the Sven, or onto the Snapfire if you can get that far deep. Then you got a Clockwork who's like, I gotta focus the Silencer at all times, even though he needs to be focusing on the supports. And then you got an Invoker who's just gonna get harassed out of lane from the Last Word, the Arcane Curse, and a whole bunch of other things. Glaives of Wisdom, like I'm telling you, Glaives of Wisdom is severely underrated in lane on a one-on-one matchup against an intelligence hero, because if you can go ahead and get that first blood, it kind of starts to snowball real fast after you get that third kill. Silencer's may not be the greatest ganker in the mid for mid hero, but his tempo and speed, when you combine it with smokes and lane dominance, it can completely ruin any Invoker game quickly. All right, so we got on the side of Inappropriate Humor, we have Ping Ding Dong, whatever, on Invoker. We got the Tusky Roar on Clockwork, Angel Hunter on Doom, the Firefighters on Phantom Assassin, and DD Old Kapukahuawa on the Omni Knight. And then I'll go ahead and announce the players on the Dire side for the Arachnies as soon as we go ahead and get in. Man, I want a nice little Snake Cobra for my Earth Spirit. Why can't I have that, Mo? Because it's expensive. Yeah. I want free camera. Okay, so we got Manny on the Earth Spirit. We have Goat Satan on the Snapfire. If we go ahead and slowly transfer over to mid, we have Wooba on the Void Spirit. Up top, we got Dennis as the carry in the Sven, and we have Pinella on the Witch Doctor for the Arachnies. Now we have a little small amount of action, a little dance, going between Roar, Dennis, and Penella. Hunter, it feels lonely, so he's about to join in on this dance, but I think he's still shy and doesn't want to exactly engage on this just yet. On the other hand, down at bottom, we got a standoff. Which one of you is going to blink first? A little hint. It's a small little hint. Who's going to blink first? Alright. Here comes the roll in. Out comes the little shotgun. Out goes the dagger for the slow. So it looks like Copless is going to go ahead and be able to get out easily. We got 2 for the side of the Radiant, 1 for the Dire at the moment, and they still haven't picked up that rune yet. Okay. Oops, wrong. Sorry. Habit of mine to go ahead and just use the net worth right away. Standard build so far for mid players. Really nice setup there. Good thing here. There could be an improvement there with slight changes. Oh, nice choice. Ring of Regen. Do you also? No, he went for speed. Movement speed for the Clockwork in this kind of game against slow-moving heroes is very important, especially when they have a stun in a coconut. Intriguing. Okay, go ahead and pull that range creep. Oh, is it gonna go? Is it? And nope. Penella went ahead and slowed down this pull, because instead of going back behind the tower, you were actually forced to go ahead and pull it to the front now. This isn't exactly the place that Hunter wants to be at, per se. He would prefer to be over here in the back line area. Really try to go ahead and have good positioning. Okay, because the push is still going forward, as you can see. If he had it in the back line, it's a little bit easier to go ahead and take care of. Also, not to mention the range creep was also heavily damaged on the way through, so you couldn't really pick that up as something to help deny that range. Now you doubled up on a wave, more not doubled exactly, but you got a few extra creeps in lane to go ahead and do this push. It has equaled out a little bit in equilibrium. There's the Stormhammer to go ahead and secure that last hit. So far, Dennis is doing great in his lane. Over on the bottom side, in the bottom lane, yeek. That's not a good thing. The courier said goodnight. They're going to go ahead and try to punish that up top, but it kind of feels like the Clockwork is going to go ahead and get out of there. Over here on the bottom lane, like I'm saying, out comes a boulder. There's the rollover. There's the cookie. There's the blast. But Copless is going to be fine. Interesting skill build here. He is opting for the aura and the heal bomb. It comes under the roll, completely whiffs on it, or Manny. His aiming seems to be a little off today. Okay. Usually in the higher end brackets of MMR, you're going to go ahead and do your first point into Heavenly Grace. Go ahead and really apply that to your carry and late, so that way they can go ahead and sustain. Up top, we have a poor dead Penella. That is unfortunate for Penella, being first blood. Always do that in the most inopportune times for me. Penella's going to be TPing back up top. So the reason why you want to go ahead and have Heavenly Grace being applied, oh, out comes the cookie. They went ahead and stunned up fighters. He's going to go ahead and try to survive this. It doesn't seem like, oh, not enough mana for a roll forward. If there was a roll forward, there might have been a chance at going to go getting this first blood here. Ooh, okay, there is a dagger. There's a blink forward. They're going to go ahead and try to right-click. Oh, there's the heal bomb. Try to see if they can get this PA that's being used to go ahead and heal up just a tad bit. And another dagger coming out. They're still right-clicking this PA, but that one, no point in evasion. But, man, there's a roll forward. And now Manny's stuck over here. He's going to be pinned up against the wall. And there's the heal bomb for the finish. Up top, we went ahead and see the coconut being applied. There is some voodoo being applied on the clockwork. The storm hammer did not keep him in place long enough for a few right clicks. Okay. Interesting. All right, so they got the cloak aura on Dune, so go ahead and get some magic resist going. It's actually pretty helpful against the witch doctor with the with the maledict. Oh my lord. I am having one of those days again in my brain. It's rune time for pickup. So we got 2 covered from the Arachnies. It kind of looks like they're going to get a 3rd and maybe get a clean sweep on the 4th. Penella is already wanting to run away. Here comes the battery assault being forced out. There's also a cold snap. There's an EMP. And that is a good night. Over on the bottom lane, they are positioning themselves to go ahead and threaten to take out this PA. But the Omni Knight is not having it. He went ahead and put it in 2 points in his Holy Light, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, his Purification, sorry. Not his Holy Light. Alright, out comes the Scatterblast. Oh, you know what I realized a bit? And I do apologize about this. We didn't see the matchup going on down in middle between Ping Dong and Wuba. So it looks like, just looking at the score right now, we got a solid 10 creep advantage favoring Ping Dong. I'm just going to call him Ping. Why am I saying 10? He has about, well, at the time it was like a 7 creep kill lead with 5 denies. So you put the numbers together, you kind of get a 10 creep lead of sorts. Out comes a tornado. See if we can go ahead and take care of this. There's the Astral Step, and there's the Aether Remnant to go ahead and keep him in place. Another Astral Step. They're going to go ahead and try to right-click Ping down. But the Sentry is in place, so if he moves any forward, he's going to get caught out. He realizes this, so he's going to go ahead and try to stay away. That cloak is helping him out with some magic resist. A little underrated, that cloak, especially against a Witch Doctor. Oh, Penella's going to try to do for a double stack. Got 1, but not the 2. Ooh, what courier is this? Oh, the pumpkin one. Ah, Dennis is being threatened by the Doom and the Clockwork. Instantly war cries and runs away. Over in the middle, though, Wuba stuck around with Manny and got the kill. On to the, to the Invoker. So the lane is starting to even out a little bit here. And, Wuba is catching up. Roar finally finds out that there's a sentry there. They're going to go ahead and deward that area. In terms of net worth, looking at this, we have the Doom on top of everything. Okay. So Hunter is on top of the leaderboard here for the net worth. Wuba's in second. We have Ping in third. Dennis was in fourth, but the PA overtook Dennis. Ah, here comes an easy dive. They can easily take this out with an Astral Step. There is a Fairy Fire to go ahead and keep her alive. With an Aether Remnant completely whiffing? Ah, there's a cookie to go ahead and try to go ahead and get Wuba out of this. Roar's trying to use his cogs to keep this Manny in place, but oof, nope. Firefighters is like limping away at this point. I'm not entirely sure if Wuba was trying to think about trying to do a cutoff play. He had the momentum to do so. I really think he could have done it. But he opted out for the safer play there, is to go ahead and go back to his lane. Now we got old Copolis there, being super aggressive. Heavenly Grace EMP. There's a Storm Hammer, at least used once. Dennis seems to be in a little bit of trouble, but should be okay. But that degen aura is slowing him down quite a bit. That Maledict is clicking away, and it's already finished. Manny showed up for the save, the dagger thrown out, not doing a crit, so the Witch Doctor will be safe for today. Alright, so Doom is going to be opting for a Blink Dagger. We got Clockwork trying to finish off his Phase Boots and picking up an Axe, so that's a great choice. Wooba still trying to get the Axe. It's very important for him to grab that Axe so he can go ahead and do that AoE silence on his Dissimulate. Phase Boots is still being queued up for ping. Not entirely sure if the Spirit Vessel is in his... Whoa. Sorry. One of those days again. My brain is slow. It's like, don't work. So Phase Boots, like I was trying to say, is on the menu for the Invoker. Go ahead and get that right click down. I feel that the Aghanims will not be picked up just yet. I think the Spirit Vessel is in his plans. He hasn't put any points into Exhort. That's the reason why I'm saying that. Meanwhile, the Snapfire gets completely decimated by Hunter. Kind of feels like that Doom just went in and just ruined and wrecked the poor Snapfire a bit. The Blink Dagger will be on its... Oh, wait. What? Did I read that wrong? I must have. Okay, there's a tornado over in mid. The Cogs misses Wooba completely. Or had him, but... Yep, it had him, but the Dissimulate went ahead and got him out of that sticky situation. Up top, I kind of feel like they wanted to go ahead and initiate on this whole entire situation with old Copolis there. Kind of feels like it's going to be an issue. Cold Snap, EMP, no mana on Dennis. Dennis is going to be taken out of this little fight. And a good night, Penella. Okay. Goat Satan, on the other hand, is going to go ahead and try to put some pressure on this lane. It's super simple for a Snapfire to do this. Okay, and it also kind of seems like both teams wants to go ahead and trade towers. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, quick fort. Keep the creeps there. One of the reasons why I kind of feel that Snapfire can go ahead and take a tower easy is as she demonstrated the Scatter Blast, and if she cookies herself into that wave of creeps, that whole entire wave would have been gone. Okay, they're going to go ahead and smoke up here. It kind of looks like they're going to be doing a quick move this way, or they're going to do that. So they're splitting off a little bit, so they are going to go this way in that situation. I really felt like they were going to try to hook in. Ooh, give him that escape route, but... the blink forward, there's a Doom being applied on Wooba. Out comes the hook shot. They're going to go ahead and grab him. Great tornado. That was a 3-man tornado with the EMP follow-up, and no way of any sort of save. Kind of looks like old Copolis is going to survive. That Stormhammer kept him in place. The Guardian Angel coming out. They're threatening Hunter here with the cookie. Goat Satan puts himself in a bad spot there, and the dagger finishes it off. 6 earn charges. Ooh. Oh, instead of going for the finish on the Spirit Vessel, he's going to opt in for the Orchid. Okay, that's an intriguing choice there. Let me think. Why the Orchid? I feel that's not... It's not terrible. It's just... It just feels like that's for a really active Invoker. He's not been the most active player on the map. But it is a good choice. I still feel that a Spirit Vessel will help him a lot more than anything else, because you are Quast Wax, you have plenty of lockdown. They're not going to do much on you at all if you go ahead and engage on any of these. Like, you engage on the witch doctor is most likely going to die. You engage on the earth spirit has no real escape if you cold snap him, right? Unless you get him a force staff, which he's very far away from because he's finishing up his tranquils. You have Doom there for backup to go with the blink dagger and go ahead and really close gap on anyone. Same thing with the PA. So it's a little perplexing in my mind as to why you want to go ahead and get an Orchid when you can go ahead and do a quick finish on a Spirit Vessel. It's very easy. See, Spirit Vessel being applied there. No, sorry, Urn. Okay. Just a little Tornado, and the Urn charge took about a quarter of her health there. The Witch Doctor. Oh, Omni Knight taken out by Wooba and Goat Satan. Locked him down quite a bit from the looks of things, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. They're doing some rotations inside the dire jungle at the moment for the Radiant side. Hunter and Roar just sweeping on through, taking away not stacks, but taking away creeps from the Sven. Out comes a Tornado. There's the roll in, was not far enough. They're going to go ahead and use more kisses. They went ahead and used a Stormhammer Fist, and they're going to go and take out Roar. Oh, there's the Astral Step. There's the Yules being applied. Out comes the Aether Remnant to keep him down in check. Heavenly Grace and the Purification went ahead and got him out of that sticky situation. So as we can see, it looks pretty heavenly. It looks pretty heavily favored for the side of the Radiant in this game. The Inappropriate humor. Ags is still being made. Snapfire has a let's see, it's 17 minutes. Yeah. She seems to be still on track for it. Okay. Over in the middle, they're going to go ahead and start sweeping on through in the triangle to go ahead and make sure they can take away that farm from the Sven. Dennis here, I think, really needs to weigh his options in terms of what is worth it and what is not at this point. I believe... Oh. So, Napfire out of position and taken out quickly over in the bottom lane. So Dennis needs to go ahead and figure out his rotation here. I believe it is simply running through in this whole entire area right there. It's a little unsafe, obviously, but when you have the whole entire enemy team just charging at where you could have been farming in, for the past few minutes, it kind of seems unsafe, We're going to have an engagement up top. There's the Tornado with the EMP follow-up. Doom is being applied on Wooba and then quickly taken out by the Firefighter. And my lord, look at all of that. Slow. The Spirit, the Urn of Shadows, and the quick finish. Yikes. They're still going to go ahead and try to fight this. The Coconut, the roll out, dust being applied. They're going to go ahead and try to find Ping here, but Ping's just juking everything that Manny's trying to do. EMP throwing out. They're going to go ahead and try to take away his mana. It didn't take much, but that rolled right into the Ping. Did I hear a squeak? Okay. It kind of seems like Goat Satan is taking this whole entire area for themselves. Not bad. That's, you're prioritizing your ags. It's good. I feel that as soon as you took that first tower down, I think it would have been a little bit more beneficial for yourself and your team to go ahead and swap places with the Sven on the map wise. Let him control this bottom portion of the map. Have the Earth Spirit with him to go ahead and have an escape, or the Witch Doctor. and then you'll take the quote-unquote unsafe farm, even though you're not technically a 3, so... the blink forward. Quick work of this so far. Manny is taking out the Astral Step Yule's dope. Wooba is going to get cookied on out. The EMP misses everybody except for Dennis. Dennis walked right into the middle of that. He has no mana, unsure what to do next. So Goat Satan's going to unleash some Mortimer Kisses to go ahead and drive them further away from his team. Ooh, that was a big flub by Dennis. If he noticed the EMP a lot sooner and stayed back, like somewhere like around this area quite a bit from the EMP, because the EMP is very, very large, and just waited for a moment, he would have been able to go ahead and turn that around. There's the tornado to finish onto the Witch Doctor. Wooba instantly silenced up and can't escape. There's the dagger, blink forward, and out comes the hook shot. There's the roll in, EMP being used, the magnetize is out there, doing quite a bit of damage, but man, that purification goes ahead and just takes out the Earth Spirit. He had 3 remnants left to go ahead and drop to extend that further if you needed to. Just not enough life to go ahead and stay a little, alive and do the damage. Okay, Sven helping out the team. Buyback available on Wooba. Not needed or nor necessary at the moment. You got to go ahead and concede these 2 towers. The one on top and the one on bottom. The reason being is that if you try to go ahead and challenge them once more, the other group will converge on the other one while the other retreats into the group that is converging. Making it a 5-on-4 situation in your jungle where you have no vision whatsoever because the enemy has vision all over the place in yours. Okay. Alright, he's not that far away from BKB. The moment he grabs that BKB, he can go ahead and activate and just run at the enemy team without the worry of the Invoker whatsoever with a disruptive EMP or the Tornado. Let's see here. Manny's going to go ahead and try to scout out as best as he can to go ahead and get rid of these wards that are going to be pesky for him. They do have some vision, Radiant Side does in the Dire. They're pinging him out. They know he's there. Ah, there goes the Cold Snap. He's going to Yule's himself up. There's the hook shot. The EMP is out. The Purification to go ahead and try to save his buddy there. Okay. Doom being applied on Dennis. Here comes the Magnetize one more time. There's the cookie to go ahead and get him away. The rollout to go ahead and slow down the Doom. Manny's still trying to create some form of space. Dennis is running away in the direction towards the creep. He's going to go ahead and Warcry on the opposite end. And that's another finish on the Snapfire. So Dennis is doing the right thing. You know, he got to Doomed on. He picked up a regeneration rune. Oh, talk about good fortunes there, my friend. Does the right thing, tries to find farm. Ping is not going to let this happen, so he's going to go ahead and ghost walk into his own jungle, try to find where he's at. They have the clockwork. TPing in. This is going to be an easy hook shot. Easy hook shot. There comes the Cold Snap. Spirit, the urn being applied. Quick kill. Was it worth it? Is the question. I mean, I don't know. Like, Dennis is put in the bad spot. He was driven away from his team. He needed to keep farming no matter what. Jumping into the enemy's jungle is the best thing. It just, he needed a tad bit more speed to get in and out. So, I don't know. That's pretty tough, you know. Poor Penella. Taken out right in front of everyone. You got vision there, and you got the vision over here. You know, it covers really, really well. It covers this whole entire walkway. Okay. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and try to take out Roshan. So it's just the Aegis, it's the first one. Desolator on the BA with the Battle Fury, not too far from a BKB. So you have a very small window, Arachnies, if you want to go ahead and take out this PA as fast as possible before she goes ahead and picks up a BKB. It's not going to take too long for her to grab one either. Alright. It kind of feels like they're trying to look for either a clear pickoff on either the Wooba or Dennis. Wooba's easily getting out of there. The cookies was not necessary, nor was the essence ring, but you have to play it safe. You don't know where they're at. You don't have much vision on the map. The only vision you really do have is up here, and your own triangle is just infested with the Radiant. Wooba trying to be the frontliner or a space maker at this point. They want to see him. They're going to go ahead and instantly engage. There is the Yules. He's going to go ahead and just astral step on out. The tornado being thrown. Misses. Kisses obviously still trying to put some form of distance between them and the team. Runes are out. The roar. The Radiant's going to go ahead and grab two of them. Dennis doesn't seem to be quite interested in grabbing it. So he's going to be opting away from the axe. Feels like it's just a little too late for that. So he's going to go ahead and instantly try to finish the Silver's Edge. Thinks it's the best choice for him. Reason being is that they have a PA to deal with. So if you can go ahead and storm hammer the PA or get ready for that and blink in from the PA, he can go ahead and instantly Silver's Edge and smack her right away. There's a war cry out front. I hear the God's Strength. They're going to go ahead and throw a Storm Hammer onto the... Oh, they're going to go ahead and throw Manny out there. Oh my. Out comes the dagger. There's the Urn Charge being used. Cookie away. Tornado being thrown out. It does catch out the Witch Doctor. There is the EMP. There's a roll out. They're trying to go ahead and keep everyone alive. BKB being applied. There's a hook shot from the Clockwork. And down goes both the Witch Doctor and Sven. Lots of space created for the Doom. From the Doom, my apologies. To go ahead and separate the two team members from the Arachnies, and it's quickly turning into a slaughter at the moment. Some flare action going on to go ahead and scout out where they want to go and apply pressure at. It feels like they want to stay in the middle. Getting some vision up top. There is the kisses. Out comes the tornado to go ahead and take away those kisses. He did finish up his spirit vessel after he grabbed the orchid. He's working on getting the solar press, which is another great choice. It's, a great way to go ahead and buff your carry in the PA. There's a dagger. Blink forward. Dissimulate. Out comes the war cry. Here comes the roll in. The hook and the cookie hop. Oh, the blade mail being applied. The tornado being thrown out. The Yules being everywhere. The BKB, the roll, and the initiation onto the backline there. And I thought there was someone in the middle over here, but it was just a tower they're trying to kill. The alacrity being applied to the PA to go ahead and take out this Rax. And in comes the roll. Barely nails it. Yikes! There's the dissimulate. There is Sven just doing his job. He has his BKB out, but unfortunately, that PA is a little too strong for him. Now the roll just misses on the PA. There's the silence. The Yule's on Wooba. Should go ahead and try to walk all over the place, but the BKB for the Doom was able to get him blinking on over to the wall to finish the job there. With no buyback available for 4 of the 5 on the Arachnies, this seems to be an easy, quick 2 racks. So, how would I have played this? With the amount of time given, you could have exposed the ancient, you could have exposed the throne. The Aegis is being reclaimed from Roshan. or by Roshan, and Roshan says like, "Give me that back." Oh, he ain't coming back for a minute. Keep forgetting the Aegis doesn't go straight to Roshan when Roshan gets back up. So, whoopsies. Good choice in the Aghanims. If you can go ahead and finish that, he can be everywhere else on the map and just, get a global Guardian Angel, if I'm not mistaken. Increases duration, provides HP regen, radius becomes global, and affects buildings. Completely underrated, but well, is it underrated? I don't think it is. It's like rated as good as it can be. So this PA seems to be out of control at the moment. There's the Here's the tornado. Heavenly Grace being applied to firefighters. There's the Aether Remnant. A little bit of action here with the more kisses. The great hook shot from Moore to go ahead and isolate the Snapfire. They're going to go ahead and apply the Stormhammer Fist in the back line. He's going to go ahead and have God Strength to go ahead and take a swing at them. BKB is not used on the Doom and wasn't used on Dennis, but there is the buyback. He's going to go ahead and move on forward. There is the Sunstrike to go ahead and slow it down. Guardian Angel being applied while the Magnetize is doing his job. And they're going to go ahead and slowly take out this Rax. And that seems to be Megas, if I'm not mistaken. And one quick dagger. There's the BKB. Oh my lord, another crit dagger from the PA. And they're trying to do a last man standing type of deal. What they're gonna call GG. Alright. So, let's see here. Let me go ahead and make this 200. Okay. So that's the score at the moment. It is 1-0 Inappropriate Humor over Arachnies. And it doesn't seem like we're going to have a break after that. We're going to go straight into game 2, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Still loading up. I hope you guys are being entertained as much as as much as I am. Ooh, little toasty in the room. Let's go ahead and fix that. Hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Just doing a little bit of a mix up on the fonts and the colors and stuff like that. See how it stands up. Okay, we got some players connecting. Alrighty. Alrighty, so I need a quick break. But before I do that, let's go ahead and throw that up on the screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break for myself.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Turkeys. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okie dokies. So they're instantly banning out the Lich and the Phoenix on the side of Inappropriate Humor. They're going to open up with a Techie's pick. In response and retaliation, the Arachnies are going to go with the Witch Doctor. We're also banning out the IO and the Omni Knight, so that's a respect ban there. No respect bans yet from Inappropriate Humors. I don't know if they feel like they need to. The Techies... I know it's the bane of the existence of the Dota 2 community, but man, Techies is so fun. Alright, Pangolier. No Pango. No Pango. I think they're trying to go ahead and throw off the Arachnies drafting ability. Not drafting ability, but draft setup here by giving maybe a throw off, or at least trying to force a reveal on Arachnies' end by picking out the Techies and the Pangolier. So there's the Bloodseeker, interesting choice, to go ahead and try to counter out that Pangolier right away. Blah 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 blah. So the Bloodseeker applying Rupture on the Pangolier is what I was trying to go ahead and say, but you know, not many people speak blah blah blah, so I had to translate it. Sven being banned out, they don't feel comfortable with Dennis on him. It felt like he was able to come back. Arachnies instantly bans out the Spectre. It kind of feels like the Arachnies is trying to protect their draft a bit by picking out that Bloodseeker to go ahead and throw him in the off lane or throw him in the middle to go ahead and take on that Pingolier. You can throw him in the You can throw him in the safe lane up against the Pangolier if he's a 3, but the thing is, Pangolier can easily be a 2 here. Juggernaut's off the board. In response, the Arachnies is thinking about their ban. You don't want to. I won't blame the Arachnies if they ban out the Magnus right here and there, because you got the first pick of the second phase here. So your third pick, I would be thinking to myself, picking up the Faceless Void. So you want to go ahead and ban out anything that can go ahead and counter him. So Winter Wyvern, it would be a good choice to go ahead and ban against the Faceless Void, in my opinion. Banning out the Magnus is also another good one. But you could leave your Winter Wyvern open for a pick. So they're going to go ahead and take away the Medusa. So they feel that they're not seeing Pangolier as a threat in the middle. So they took away the Faceless Void as well. So there's another meta hero gone. You can go ahead and take out the Terrorblade right now. Or you can leave that in the pool. So you can go ahead and bait that pick out for the Inappropriate Humor, so you can go ahead and pick Zeus in the middle. Zeus's matchup isn't that great against Medusa. Well, actually, does he dominate? I think he does. Well, sort of, yeah. In my mind, it's like a 50-50 matchup. I don't know why. You know, you have a few things that can counter one another. You can go ahead and spam Arc Lightning with your electrical field and go ahead and zone out the Medusa as much as possible. But in order to do that, you know, you have to be up a little bit further. Okay, there's a Troll Warlord ban. So either Lifestealer. I'm thinking Lifestealer here. Because you got the instant rage, you can go ahead and take away the Pangolier's ability to go ahead and take Lifesteal out of the fight whenever the roll is happening. It's not a bad setup with Bloodseeker and Witch Doctor as well. You have a good stun, you also have a good rupture. Go ahead and keep the person in place. You have open wounds. Really feast on whomever you're going to apply that to. Techies is a good counter to Lifestealer, of course, but he's a good counter to almost anybody in the game if you have enough remote mines. You just hit the button and everything go boom. And you can blast off and silence them if you time it just right. Oh, comes the Earth Spirit. Doesn't feel like they want to expose their hand a little bit too much again, and it also feels like a comfort pick for them. I don't know these two teams very well, but I have something in my mind that tells me Earth Spirit is a comfort pick. Not to mention Earth Spirit's actually not that bad against Techies and Pangolier, to an extent. You just have to kind of hope you warded everything correctly and you have vision of everything on the map and you roll in the right direction. Okay. Darn you, Jenkins. Alright, so we got the Clinks being drafted almost immediately right after the Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining.
Dazzle is great.
5 seconds
Ooh, you can really flex the Pangolier and Dazzle there. Out comes the Meepo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a ballsy pick, in my opinion. The Meepo is great. Don't get me wrong. When you see something like this in front of you, if you can net one of these heroes, they're in serious trouble because that poof is going to annihilate anyone. And then what was it? The passive, the Geo something, the Geo Shovel, I believe it was. I keep forgetting that passive on Meepo. I don't play Meepo, so I just remember how fun Meepo is at times. Let's see here. It is called the Ransack. Why was I thinking Geo? Probably was named something differently. So the Ransack is actually a great thing. Okay. So it steals health from the enemy with each strike and heals all the other meeples for that amount. It doesn't have the slow on it, does it? Deals pure damage, heals, does not work against Roshan. Target treats creep heroes as creeps. Okay. Why do I feel like that had a slow? I swear it used. Oh, wait, that was the old ability it used to have. Let's see here. Old abilities. Yeah, Geo Strike was the one that was the old one. Damage per second, 10. Movement speed slow. So yeah, they traded it from a lifesteal of sorts into from a slow into a lifesteal. So that's not terrible. Meepo, I mean, like, this is not bad for Meepo. Okay, there's another respect band right there with the PA. They took out the Monkey King and the Elder Titan. On top of that, they took away the Naga. And so this is screaming to me that Meepo is going to be in the middle. Dazzle is going to be in the safe lane with the carry that they're going to be aiming for and picking right now. So you got two choices. You either get Clinks and try to have him set up in the middle up against the Meepo, or you go ahead and grab an even stronger mid-hero pick against Meepo. Ooh, you got CK. So if you want to get really, really crazy here, you can run CK in the off lane as a 3, Techies as a 4, Pango and Dazzle has the 1 and 5, Meepo as the 2, or you can swap the Pango and the Meepo in the lane. So that lineup is really, really flexible in my mind. You can go ahead and set up everything accordingly for your best lane matchups. Okay, so I believe they're going to give up on Bloodseeker being the off lane. And they're going to run as a what? Right, so if I'm reading this correctly, Penella is going to be on the Witch Doctor teaming up with Dennis. So they're going to go for Crit Shaker there. Goat Satan and Manny is going to be in the off lane, if I'm not mistaken. And Wooba is going to be your mid. Your number 2. So that's how I'm reading it right now as it is. Inappropriate humor. Okay, old Copless is on the techies. We got Hunter on the Pangolier from the last game. Hunter was the off lane, so your Pangolier is going to be your 3. Ping is your mid player on that team. Ooh, really nice fancy Dazzle set. We got Fighter and Roar. Probably Firefighters, I think, was the one last game on the PA, so you can run them in the safe lane with the Tusky Roar as Chaos Knight. So it looks like a support. Ooh, wait. Yeah, you could run the CK as a support here. to go ahead and try to protect the meat boat. Ping is going to be in the middle. Or you're running Dazzle with the CK and the safe lane with the techies and the Pangolier in the off lane, Meepo in the mid. So we're gonna see how this all pans out. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay. Let's see here. Where's the Meepo? Okay, Meepo's being mid. Ping is gonna be intriguing. Okay, okay. So techies and the CK in the off lane. That's not terrible. Okay, 1-2 there. Okay, 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 okay. All right, so what I'm looking at here is we're gonna either have a Bloodseeker mid or we're gonna have a Crit Shaker in the middle. Given on the badges, I'm gonna put my money on Dennis being the mid player. Trying to see if they can scout out anything right now. Okay, so they're running Hunter as the one. Okay, that's interesting. Poison touch, out comes the blood right. There is the fissure. They might get first blood onto. Yep, they got the first blood. Instantly got onto Ping. So this team's very flexible with their players, which is really neat. First blood goes to the side of the Arachnies. They have a good shot at getting this game to be tied up 1-1. If that was to be the case. It could be possible that they're running Roar as the one. But his set... Let's see here. Oh. It looks like that. They have enough... Yeah, so it looks like the CK might... It looks like to be the one. They're going to go ahead and try to run that as best as they possibly can. Oh, they're really challenging one another right now. Ooh, there's a little Naga. Well, Slytherin, but, you know. Little Slytherin. So far, we've seen some decent trade-offs. We're going to have 3 of the main cores on the side of the inappropriate humans on top of the leaderboards. For the CS at the time being, over in the bottom, they seem to be threatening one another. Out comes a Poison Touch to go ahead and slow them down. Poison Touch is just one of those annoying spells that just like, ugh. Can you get it off me, please? Swashbuckle and Lucky Shot. Okay, so Pangolier is looking for sustain, looking for an easy setup. Well, an easy build is what I'm trying to say, sorry. Okay, you got your standard stuff on Manny there for the Earth Spirit. Out comes the roll, completely misses everybody. The Blood Right also misses everyone. It kind of feels like Manny's in a bad spot, but with all the health that he has, it's pretty alright. Okay. It looks like Dennis is dominating the mid matchup a little bit. As I say that, well, actually they're even Steven. Net worth wise, Meepo's on top. So investments. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. A lot of circlets. So this is okay if you're CK. You want the wave into you, you know, because you know it's easier to go to head and last hit. You're safer. It's more secure. That's the off lane. You can protect the tower a bit more than you could if you were, you know, in the opposite end. Okay. Ooh, nice little drag there. to go ahead and prevent the inappropriate humor to grabbing it, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen anyways. So, you want to go ahead and grab the Divider at level 4, poofing away the lane. Easy crit, easy CS. I mean, it's going to go ahead and farm up the side camps. That's super simple for a meepo. Out comes the swashbuckle and the lucky shot. Oh, come on. There's the blood right. Barely misses Hunter. Meepo's going to go ahead and try to control the runes right now. Ah, good fortune on Dennis's side. He's going to go ahead and have the illusion rune for him to pick up. Oh, the Techie's mines. Trying to keep it away. Proximity mine, you know. He does have 1 level in Blast Off, so if he feels like the Dire team Arachnies is going to be too much of a threat, he'll go ahead and do so, which he's going to do right now. That Blast Off just took out Wuba. Can he click down? It doesn't look like it. Over on the bottom lane, Goat Satan is trying to go ahead and try to apply as much possible pressure as he can. Okay, that thirst is just great. Oh, again with the lucky shot and the swashbuckle. Ooh. It's like one of the worst things as a right-clicking hero is having to deal with that. Bottle on Dennis. So Dennis is going to go ahead and grab his easy bounty rune for his team. Coming back to mid. I feel that you can go straight for an Ags in this game and not get punished for it. After you get your boots. And mainly for the fact that it's going to be makes your Earthshaker super mobile. You can go ahead and jump all over the place. Your stun is going to go ahead and be super disruptive. You put yourself in great positioning. It helps out with the ganks if need be. I know people say Blink Dagger. It's a lot faster. I get it. But when you're dealing with this kind of lineup, right? Enchant Totem with how low it is on a cooldown when you have your Ags, it just makes sense, okay? As opposed to a Blink Dagger, you show up, you instant go ahead and, Echo Slam and do a whole bunch of stuff. You can't blink away. There's the Blast Off. Goodbye, Wuba. Uh-oh. Penella, a little out of position there, but she has to do her whole entire support thing. Very important. Wuba was a little bit forward there against the CK. When you have a threat like this, where you have a reality rift, you may want to go ahead and play it behind the tower a little bit to go ahead and try to drag the creeps away, from the CK. CK is threatening this tower, really wants to. Here comes the roll in. They're going to go ahead and hit him with a boulder smash. They're going to go ahead and try to take out the CK. They barely nick him with the Maledict, so they're able to go ahead and get this kill. Well, Copolis is just doing what Techies does best. And then the Meepo goes ahead and gives up mid for ping, which is actually great for him because that means the Meepo can go ahead and start jungling in the triangle. Okay, so when you see something like this, it's great for your team. It means everything's on schedule. So Hunter's going to go ahead and do a one-on-one matchup with Goat Satan. Goat Satan being the one offlaner in a 1v1 matchup really favors Pangolier when you have a one-on-one matchup, mainly for the lucky shot. And that swashbuckle just goes ahead and gives you plenty of chances to go ahead and get that procced. Over on top, on the other hand, it seems like Techies was able to go ahead and deny himself to the Witch Doctor, if I'm not mistaken. Denied. Oh, Tusky Roar was able to get the kill on the Witch Doctor, Penella. Okay, so we're going to go for a Veil of Discord. It helps out a lot for the Earthshaker. Not to mention the Earth Spirit. So once you start getting into a team fight, that's going to be absolutely key in these fights. Forcing the inappropriate humans to go ahead and grab a BKB a lot sooner than they will want to. Alright. They do have plenty of sentries on this side of the map to go ahead and scout out any mines. Well, Copolis is going to do techie things. Going to come towards the mid, see if he can help out the situation. But Dazzle is taken down quite quickly. So he's going to go ahead and reposition himself in a good spot so that way he doesn't get, put into a sticky situation. Alright. Nice attempt at the deny, but unable to do so. Okay, let's see what you're going for. You're going to be going for most likely the low cooldown build on this. Let's see. Okay. There is the fissure, there is the rollout, barely missing Hunter, the shallow grave being applied, can't TP out just yet, so he's going to swashbuckle across. That thing is going to give out. Thirst is giving him sight. It looks like Goat wants to go ahead and the challenge for this. There is the coconut. Missed with the enchant totem. Here comes the swashbuckle. No lucky shot there. But Bloodseeker wanted to get Hunter. Out comes the CK with his Chaos Bolt. They're going to go ahead and throw the blood right down. In comes the blast off. The Earthshaker is silenced. Another swashbuckle. Lucky shot being applied to the Witch Doctor. They're going to go ahead and disengage from this. There's a coconut and a quick kill on the Witch Doctor. Out comes the net, but Firefighter says no to that. May want to go ahead and turn around to see if he can cut off Goat Satan. Unfortunately, he does not find him in time. Meanwhile, Wooba up top is just like, I'm chilling, relaxing, and I'm farming. And I'm going to help out my team by applying some pressure in this lane as best as I can. It's great to see great teamwork like that. The Arachnies went ahead and dove a little bit for that. It was a good aggressive play. They showed that they were not scared, and they just went in there wanting to win this fight. Okay, so Dennis is going to go for the Blink Dagger and opts for it. I already stated my case as to why I feel that going straight for the Aghanims is really good for the not for the Witch Doctor, for the Earthshaker. Not to mention stats, and but that. Oh no! Out comes the rollout and misses old Copolis. Out comes the stone to go ahead and slow him down quite a bit. There is the magnetize, and he's going to go ahead and deny himself instantly with the blast off. So from what I can see, he is not that far off from the Ghost Scepter, so he's really farming it up quite well. He is ahead of, let's see here, by like what, 700-ish on the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker does have a Yule set up, so he can go ahead and get rid of that pesky Pangolier. Well, Copolis is going to be running towards the bottom to go ahead and try to stop this push and pressure that Goat Satan's trying to apply on this tower. In comes the backup though. There's Firefighters. I'm going to go ahead and net him down at an easy kill. Over here on the mid, I kind of felt like a fight was going to be a ruin, but that doesn't seem to be the case. They're just going to go ahead and try to harass one another. The coconut being thrown out with not much effectiveness. Ooh. So he has his Yule set up, obviously, for the roll-in, heals himself up in the air, and keeps stunning heroes around him. They're having a little mini Ward War in the middle. Oh, and they denied the tower in the middle to go ahead and make sure that, all the efforts from the Arachnies is in for naught. All for naught. He is not that far away from the dagger, less than 100 gold, and is going to go ahead and, career that up. They're applying the rupture, and there's the kick. Can they get the finish? That is just unfortunate. I mean, the roll in, I thought the roll in was there to go ahead and prevent from that TP out. I swear that happened, but I can be terribly wrong, but here comes the rollout from the Pangolier. The Blood Right is being applied. That is in silence. There's the other rollout from the Earth Spirit. There's the net to go ahead and keep him in place. Went ahead and kicked the stone, but feels like he's going to go ahead and disengage and focus on getting rid of the tower as soon as that coconut was applied to him. They did finish the job on Manny, but Vanilla right now is trying to avoid and waste the time of the Meepo. While the teammates are going to go ahead and try to farm out the best they can. Earthshaker is going to be aiming straight for the Aghanim Scepter now. So I guess he values the Blink Dagger for the initiation in this game a lot more than I would with the Aghanims. Okay, here's the smoke. Because I still feel that the enemy team is still not mobile enough. Ah, the smoke breaks. Here comes the rollout. There is the rupture. In comes the... Oh, the enchant totem. There's the magnetize. Oh, and there's the echo slam. It's effective to an extent. Let's see what's happening here. A little bit of rollout over there. Witch Doctor's Deathward was doing a lot of damage. The CK, the Meepo, the Dazzle is all gone. There is a swashbuckle. Can they go ahead and get the cancel this? They will be able to with the fissure. They're going to go ahead and surround Hunter for the kill. So, techies. Old Copless, what you doing? From the looks of things, protecting your jungle here. That's good. Ah, so this is what you were doing. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay. So from that team fight, the net worth swung quite a bit. Even though the Meepo is 2,000 gold ahead of the Earthshaker and the Bloodseeker and the Clinks, this game is still very contestable. Okay. Wooba, come on, friend. It doesn't feel like Wooba was having a good game, even with 109. Oh, no. There was the stun. There was the blast off. There's the blood right. Manny's in a lot of trouble. And have a good night. Oh boy. They tried to help as best as they could, but when you have 4 heroes with a Meepo engaging on that, that wasn't good. They're going to go ahead and try to engage on Dennis at this point. It feels like the smoke is still on there. Oh, they were able to go ahead and catch techies? Oh yeah, they were able to go ahead and catch techies. It's a good little pick off there. Let's see here. There's the Bone Walk. Out comes the Reality Rift. Yules himself. There's the Blood Right being applied onto the Pango. Pango is slowly but surely dying. Instantly stops. There's the Blood Right. They're going to go ahead and silence up the Meepo. The Magnetize is being applied. There's the rollout. There's another Reality Rift. Going to go ahead and apply that and Chaos Bolt onto the Earth Spirit. And here comes the Fissure. There's an Enchant Totem. Oh my gosh. Dennis turned that around on the Meepo. Oh my. Can he stop the TP? Yes, he will be able to and take the kill. What great plays from Dennis right there. What was looking terrible for the Arachnies was instantly turned around from the great plays from Dennis with the fissures, the enchant totems, the low cooldowns, and is on his way to completing his Aghanims. Very, very timely. While all of this is happening, Old Copless is setting up mines to go ahead and, defend their territory on the side of the Radiant. Okay. So there seems to be some form of Uh, concern, hesitation from the side of the Arachnies because it doesn't feel like they want to go ahead and start pushing right away. They got one tower on bottom, on mid. My apologies. They are thinking to go ahead and try to take over what is necessary for them. They're going to go ahead and smoke up and try to find an easy pick up. Blink forward. There's the enchant totem. There's a blood right to go ahead and keep the CK in place, using the death ward just to make sure and solidify that kill. I think I heard the blood rupture, yes. Swashbuckle. Lucky shot. Blood right being thrown out. There's a Fissure. Going to go keep him stunned in there. They won't have him silenced, so they're going to go ahead and try to do everything the best they can. There's the Magnetize. Yule's being applied on the Dazzle. There goes the Blast Off from the Techies to go ahead and silence up the rest of the team, but the right clicks from the Clinks was able to go ahead and finish him off. They're going to go ahead and try to chase down Ping, and it was an easy kill for them there. Okay, so there's a lot of split pushing here. The Meeple with the Blink Dagger and the E-Blade. So they're going to go ahead and start rotating it as a team. Mine's being triggered here. They're a little scared at the moment. Don't be too scared, Wooba. You got smacked by one mine. Doesn't mean you're going to get smacked by all three. Okay, so everyone's taking a turn at getting killed, killed slowly by mines. He's going to go ahead and trigger the mine one more time. He sees it. He's going to walk away from it. Surprised he's not pinging out to his teammates. Okay, mine here. Don't walk there. Okay, Ping, walking forward. Gonna go ahead and try to look for what he can do. Oh, there's a sentry. He's gonna go ahead and shallow grave himself. He's gonna go ahead and get rid of all of these wards while he's trying to. Got rid of the vision, but did not get rid of the sentry. Okay, both Wooba and Satan are trying to think, are they gonna be able to catch someone off guard here? Seems like Dennis is going to go ahead and join his partners in crime. Copolis going to go ahead and try to be set up here for defense, but all by him lonesome himself and everyone converging on that top tower makes it an easy pick off. So, oh, the Dire's bottom tower has fallen. So while all of that is going on, Firefighters was able to go ahead and take that tower. They're going to go ahead and glyph up the mid tower here to go ahead and slow down the push to see if they can go ahead and do a flank and run around on them. They have vision of Roar here. They're seeing Firefighters walking there. Hunter is right there as well. So they're going to go ahead and instantly start chasing them down. Do they have vision here? It doesn't seem like they have vision here. They're throwing out the net. They went ahead and ruptured the CK to keep them in place. There's the Blood Right to go ahead and silence whomever's in it. The Roar, no, the Roar. This is some great Pangolier running, but out comes the Echo Slam and just instantly just takes out the Meepo. And they're going to follow it up with a Blood Right and a kill on, on the Pangolier. But in response, the Techie's like, I'm going to go ahead and take one of your guys as well. So down goes Manny. Dennis survived all of that. He is going to go ahead and pick up the bounty rune on bottom, finish up that Aghanims, and is going to be looking forward to completing his BKB. So, if I am Dennis, it's just like you go run with the BKB and just charge on in and don't care about the techies. All magical damage. Magic? Stasis? Magic. Magic. You know, Techies is trying to finish up his Aghanims as fast as possible, so we'll see how that goes. He's going to TP out, or attempt to. He got stunned up. There we go. Great kill for Wooba, even though Dennis wanted it. We have Goat Satan trying to finishing up his Aghanims as well. This is just one of those games where all the heroes needs to have an Aghanim. So there's a Yules to go ahead and keep him off of Hunter, but they're going to go ahead and do a rollout. Hunter's going to roll away slowly, the enchant totem being applied. So they're going to back away slowly. Hunter was almost picked off there. If they had a blood right applied to him, he wouldn't have been able to survive. Roar sees the Satan and just goes, okay, nope, not this. Gonna turn around, stay in vision of my tower, and hopefully my teammates will go ahead and converge if anything goes wrong. He's going to slowly pull the creep wave back into his tower. He has some backup right there with Hunter, throwing down some sentries to go ahead and make sure they can go to see some mines if need be. Stasis traps being applied and being used everywhere. They almost cut off and got the clinks. Man, he barely got out of there. You know, Wooba. He's going to heal up. They're going to go ahead and take their time and slowly, methodically choke out this team. While all of this is happening, the Meepo just keeps on farming and farming, but with the team being choked out, slowly but surely, the Arachnies is catching up to the Meepo. You usually want to have more than 2 or 3k net worth at this point of the game, and snowball to the point in which that you have like 5 or 6 after you get the kill. There's the rupture, there's the blood right to see if they can catch Roar. Roar's just going to keep on moving. He's going to go ahead and try to fight this on go. They're able to go ahead and do so. Here comes the Pangolier rollout. In comes the Echo Slamma-Jamma. Able to go ahead and take out quite a bit right there. There's the blood right. In comes the silence from the blast off of Techies. There's the magnetize. Oh my gosh, they're going to go ahead and see if they can kill the Meepo, and they're able to do so. 2 down, 3 up. It's a team wipe for the Inhumans. The Inhumans, sorry. It's a team wipe on the Inappropriate Humor. Great engagement on both sides there. It just happened to fall on the side for the Arachnies. It just kind of felt like the Inappropriate Humor caught themselves out in a bad spot and kind of forced that team fight on themselves. Their positioning was somewhat questionable at that point, but there's a fissure. Techies is going to do another blast off to see if they can go ahead and get anybody. BKB being used by Wooba. The silence is still being applied. Out comes the E-Blade trying to slow him down some more. There's the net. There's the rollout. And he's able to go ahead and avoid that. He's going to go ahead and sacrifice himself so that way his Dennis can go and get the hell on out of there. He's going to go ahead and keep using the enchant totem and just jump around and keep dunking wherever he lands on. Great play by Manny right there, sacrificing himself to make sure that his carry Dennis or his mid player actually to go ahead and get the hell on out of there. Wooba, on the other hand, I think feels like he's a little lost in what to build next. I believe you should be going for an Ags? I feel, no, or more damage items? This is like the real tricky part about, you know, oh, are they going to engage on this is the question. They don't have any sentries to see Wooba is there. They do have Satan stuck for the time being. Throwing out some blood right, trying to keep Okopolis in check right there. The dust is applied. They do really catch the clinks, but he runs away so far that none of the players are able to catch up to him. So Inappropriate Humor is going to go ahead and figure out what he can do. They can do, sorry, on how to go ahead and turn this whole entire thing around. Because the win probability says it's in the favor of the Dire. When you have 2 greedy heroes on one team, like the Inappropriate Humor, it is very important that you go ahead and find and make space for one hero by having the other greedy hero push out and find their farm that way. So you kind of want to have it so that, for example, you have CK farming in a jungle pattern, pushing out lanes, comes back, rotates, and jungles through. And in this case, you want the Meepo to go ahead and just apply lane pressure and keep moving forward. He wants to go ahead and invite that aggression, to go ahead and just take on these fights. You have a Dazzle, you have great team fight, and not only that, you also need old Copless here to go ahead and join in and engage on these fights. It can't be Meepo farming and doing the jungle rotations when CK needs to do it. Super greedy. Oh, there's the enchant totem moving forward. Ah, oh no. There's a bunch of mines there. They see it. They're going to go ahead and get rid of them now. Oh, don't stand too close. Oh well. Ooh, this techies. More mines. They're going to go ahead and start sweeping across this map. I feel that this is their play. Firefighters, I think this is your play. Try to see if you can go ahead and get them to be baited back into their lane over here. Of course, safely. Try to get them to, tear across that way. So to split the team, you get one person to come over here. If you get two, don't engage. One, go for the one-on-one. 4 versus 4 on bottom as they push forward. It seems to favor your team a lot more because there's one person to be not used against you, one hero used against you when the Earthshaker jumps in for the Echo Slam. Ooh, that is my train of thought. BKB being built on Satan here, Goat Satan. Octarine Court? Nah, he's just gonna have the Voodoo Mask. He needs that, apparently. So he's gonna go ahead and build the Yules, which is really nice to have. Does a lot of great setup. Okay, so it seems like they may want to go ahead and trade here. Earth Spirit is TPing where? Oh, it was channeling to go ahead and take over that. So they're fortifying the top tier 2 here. They're going to go ahead and relieve pressure from that lane. I think eventually the Inappropriate Humor is going to realize they're doing it as a bluff. Arachnies should be booking it this way. They really want to engage on this fight. Techies is revealed on bottom. They're one man down over here, so you want to book it over here immediately. Oh, as I say that, they're going to go ahead and move over immediately. They're going to go ahead and enchant Totem right away. Here comes the roll out. Can they go ahead and fix themselves this? Because here comes the Echo Slam Fissure setup. Oh, they got rid of the Aegis once. He's holding on to it for a little bit later. He's going to go ahead and do it right now because BAM! That Echo Slamma Jamma. Dennis with being patient on the player right there. Had a lot of faith in his team, so they were able to go ahead and take out 2 of those heroes. They baited it out. And Earthshaker was able to go ahead and hold on to his last, not his last, but onto his Echo Slam for the last kill to go ahead and ensure that the Aegis was a grand waste for the Inappropriate Humor. Alright, over here we have Wooba scouting out. This is really good. He wants to go ahead and be kind of like, the buffer for the team. They can go ahead and actually try to attempt this high ground defense and invite them in. Now, what now? Okay. Ooh, baited out that blast off. Swashbuckle not being applied. The Shallow Grave is there. So it's down for a moment. Dennis is TPing back mid. It's going to go ahead and get his data list now. So the rest of his team is going to be backing away. They're going to go ahead and reset and try to figure out what they need to do here. I would be telling my teammates right now, I got Arcane Rune in the bottle. Fight is good right now. Oh, They know Wooba's there. He's all alone. Is he going to get picked up? There's the Yule setup. They went ahead and dusted and put down a sentry to make sure they can catch him. 5-on-1. Wooba was too far away from his team, but they don't need to panic just yet. If you want to go ahead and get more control on the map, now is the time to do it. You have the inappropriate humor pinned in their base, or at least they were for the time being. Your Echo Slam is up. I think this is the idea that you as a team need to take the fight to them again. The more they have, the more effective that Echo Slam is going to be. So don't be afraid to go ahead and be the aggressive team here and make that play. Engaging on them right now is what I would like to see. He's going to go ahead and TP top immediately. He does have the Invis rune still being applied. They kind of don't see anybody on the map, so they're going to go ahead and safely back away into an area that they've already swept out and have control over. It looks like Dennis is trying to find someone. He's going to be within the vision of the sentry ward. Uh-oh. Almost got him. Ah, there's the blood right. They're going to see if they can catch an old Copolis here. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to. He's going to TP on out. The roll is a little too late. Rolling Thunder and Boulder Roll, right? Rolling Boulder. See, if I was in charge of Dota, it would just been roll out and roll out. And just give them both lines about Decepticons, or, well, not Decepticons, just Transformer lines. Radiant, roll out. It would have been fun. Oh well, missed opportunities. Game has slowed down quite a bit. They're trying to, maneuver slowly in a positive manner for themselves. It's tough right now because you have the threat of the techies. You really do need a gem of some sort, something to go ahead and figure out what's there, and having all of those remote mines right there does not help. Okay, he's netted down. They do see where he's at. They're going to go ahead and hit the blood right to see if they can catch anyone in it. They're able to go ahead and catch Hunter in it, but they're trying to bait them to come into the base. I had to ask, where's the gem? Ah, on Bloodseeker. Okay. Okay. So they need to find some form of vision up on the high ground. I think the best thing you can really do is just chuck. Let's see here. So if you guess right, you're going to throw a vision ward on the bottom side and just chuck it up there to see what happens. They already have some vision over here on this side of the map. They have vision over here, so they know where they're moving. If they're not walking this way and they feel they're not inside their base, they know they're on the upper side of the area. They know the mines are there too, so they're going to go ahead and try to figure out how to deal with this without dying. Haste on the Meepo? Or, oh no, on the techies. Okay, they're going to go ahead and clear this on out. There is the Pangolier. Quick reflexes from the Pangolier. Gets him out of the situation that he doesn't want to be in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Slowly but surely, they're moving their way in. So they know that this seems to be the point of attack. Yep, they know this is the point of attack. They went ahead and took the tower. Nice and slow. While all of that is happening, the age is being taken over from firefighters. Oh boy. Goat Satan, I have no idea why you were... I'm not sure why he was spread out so far away from his team. They're just really slowly trying to keep this push from happening. They're just waiting for that one mistake for their Arachnies to do, and the Inappropriate Humors is going to take advantage of it. That doesn't seem to be the case. Ooh, how nice would it have been if the Earth Spirit had an axe? A stone remnant thrown down. Because if he had an axe, he would have turned himself into a stone and just pushed himself forward. They would have had vision immediately. Yeah, there's the Rolling Thunder. There's the Blood Right being applied. The Chaos Bolt is thrown out there. And Rupture being thrown out as well. The Lotus Orb, there is a Fissure to go ahead and keep the Meepo in one spot in the area. Manny moving forward, magnetizing. And there is the Enchant Totem coming into play. BKB being activated. They can easily turn around and take this fight if they wanted to, and they're going to go ahead and do so right immediately. There's the Echo Slam and instantly kills the Meepo with a Fissure follow-up. They're going to go ahead and see if they can get Roar in the... Right now, nope, Roar being using his cheese to survive this fight. Nice little bait going on. Ooh. They thought that they had Roar separated from his team, but that wasn't the case. Oh boy. He is ballsy right there. Is he going to be able to get away is the question. Nope. I understand why you wanted to go on the CK right there, but at the same time, that cheese turned that fight around so fast, so quickly that you're like, oh no. I wonder though. They're picking up some nice neutral items though. There's the Havoc Hammer. Let's see here how the Dire is looking. They need to run into their own jungle and start jungling. They need items, man. If the tier 4s are dropping for the Inappropriate Humans, you gotta go ahead and find yours too. Okay. Uh-oh, Techie's all alone on a scouting mission. Doesn't seem to be too worried. Doesn't really mind that he's going to be there. Dennis is going to be in a position to be caught. There's the signs coming out. They're going to go ahead and right-click so he doesn't blink away. He's going to use the trees to break sight. They're thinking about turning this around. Can they actually do it? That's the question. CK is starting to become more and more powerful. After that team fight, if you walked away with the racks, I think that would have been a win. And it seems to be agreeable that, you know, there's still a good chance for the Inappropriate Humans to turn this around. The Arachnies need to be patient about where they want to go ahead and find this next point of attack. And as silly as it sounds, it is going to be the bottom. You know, you can try top, but I don't feel that's the greatest place. They are... Oh! They found him! They found the Pangolier! He was way out of position there. I have no idea why he was there. You still have the gem on the Bloodseeker. Good choice. You don't want to put it on Dennis because he's, you know, he's going to be the initiator. You want to go ahead and take this on. There's the blood right being thrown. They're going to see the mines and everything on top of that. Net was guessed, but didn't get it in the right spot. There's the Heaven's Halberd being applied to the Clinks. They know he's a threat. Here comes the net again, so he's going to go ahead and try to take down these Raxes. He hits really hard. He has his Aghanim Scepter. Can he use his Burning Army is at the ready, so if they feel like taking a fight, they should do it really soon. They have to do it within the next 20 seconds. Oh no, the proximity mine. Oh no. I think now would be the time to go ahead and do it. Take this fight. You don't see anything up there, but the longer you wait on this, the more of a danger this is going to become. So go ahead and take this. Can they take this Rax real fast? Here comes the Rolling Thunder. The Pangolier is going to go ahead and try to make a lot of disruption. They're trying to go ahead and move all over the place to make it ineffective as much as possible. The Clinks is about to half health. They try to silence him, which they're able to do. There's the Yules from Manny to go ahead and make sure he gets out of there. Oh my. No deaths right there. But they may catch the Meepo, who racks him up top. There's the Fissure. There's the Blood Right. There's the Echo Slam. Down he goes. So, that was a surprising trade. You know, it caught me off guard because I was a little surprised where the Meepo was. I was thinking that was being greedy and farming and coming back later. Oh, the Clinks. There's the dust, so they know they can find Okopolis. One more hit from the Clinks. Oh, and it was a crit. Oh yeah, double damage kind of helps too. So they're going to go ahead and see if they can march down mid. Would I recommend it? Maybe not, because it's right there. They don't see the remote mines. Wooba playing dangerously. You know. Techies buying back immediately. Well, not immediately, but buying as soon as possible. There's the mines. They do see it. And he was barely out of range for that. So Wooba's going to go ahead and take his chance and just unleash his fury on these Raxes. They're going to go ahead and use the CK ult right here. The BKB is still on the CK. It's starting to run down and it is out. They're going to go ahead and go right back in on this. The Enchant Totem did its job, but he did not use his... He already used his Echo Slam, the buyback from CK, from Pangolier as well. Clinks doing some massive damage. Out comes the Blood Right to silence and slow down this chase. Out comes the Yules onto the Witch Doctor. Missed net because of the Force Staff. There is the dust. CK has found Panella. Manny trying to roll out. Oh, great job for a Hunter to do that from stopping him from rolling away. Clinks is stuck right here. He cannot fight. Heaven's Halberd being applied. Can't TP either. There's their Spirit just absolutely 1v1'd this Pangolier in the worst situation, and he was able to come out the victor. Goat Satan prioritizing his gem got the hell on out of there. And he's really playing a very how would I say this without trying to be insulting? A support-ish type role from Bloodseeker. Alright, there is... Let's see here. Who has the buybacks here? Alright, the only buyback that we have on the Radiant side is the Meepo. So you can actually go ahead and do the multiple buybacks and take on this fight. Out comes the Chaos Knight. Do you have the... Oh no, the Earth Spirit is going down slowly. The Magnetize is being applied. He just needs to throw out a couple of boulders. Okay, they're going to go ahead and have the BKB applied. Earthshaker can go ahead and be super aggressive right here and just take on everything and everyone. Oh, he's trying to chase down the Dazzle, I believe, but he went ahead and walked away. They're trying to defend this, and they defend successfully. Did not lose much there. Burning Army was used in that fight, which is good. Oh, nice. So, I believe if you are the Dire, Earthshaker's buyback is on cooldown. Okay, so Meepo's back on top of the leaderboards again in terms of net worth. Okay, he does have the Scythe of Vice, so that's going to be extremely useful against the Clinks. Okay. What is he trying to build there? Octarine Core? Okay. Intriguing. Dennis has already bought, or already used his buyback, so it's on cooldown for like what, another 6 minutes and a half. So he can just go ahead and buy out as much as he possibly can, which is something that I would be doing right now, anyways. Send my courier to the secret shop, grab my stuff. You know, everything's pretty much reliant on the Clinks right now at this stage of the game. You'd have Burning Army, so you need that. Oh, he opted for the Aeon Disc. Very interesting. They know they're going to be challenging for this, so they caught out Old Copolis. They're going to go ahead and try to... Oh, they're going to see if they can catch him again. They're not going to be able to. That clinks. They're going to go ahead and smoke up. Probably going to go this way, wrapping around. Something that they're not going to be expecting. The Radiant should try to challenge for this. I mean, you're throwing in your courier in there. You know they're not there. You got to challenge for this, man. You got to go in. You win this Roshan fight, you win the game. Because the buybacks have been expended on the Dire side, except for the Bloodseeker. So the Bloodseeker is, in my opinion, the best choice to run in there. Because he has a buyback available. Can die immediately. Just make sure not to use your BKB. Don't chase up that hill, apparently. Because that's a lot of damage. If you do, make sure you use your BKB. Now, I feel the Radiant should try to engage on this. They have the Clinks. He's taking it slowly. He's taking it slowly. They're trying to see what they can do. The Blood Right being thrown out. Silence is missed. They're gonna both roll back. Oh no, the Earth Spirit instantly, almost instantaneously gets deleted. He's gonna get... Oh, he was able to go ahead and roll away. The Pingolier has the Lotus Orb applied to him. He's gonna go ahead and roll. There's the Blood Right being thrown out right now onto the Meepos. There's Silence. Oh, there's a Reality Rift, and good night. Oh my god, that Echo Slam just blew up almost everybody. Clinks is down, but the remnants of the Burning Army is there. There's a Refresher Orb. Pick it up, my friend. The Aegis, you picked up the Aegis. That the Havoc Hammer wasn't able to go ahead and save him and keep everybody off of him. Oh my lord. Dennis with the clutch. Echo Slam. And Techies, you don't have much defense there. So it kind of looks like you need to force out the 2 buybacks. It's going to be a 4-on-3 situation. No, it's going to be a 3-on-3. We have Witch Doctor in the Dire base protecting it. You got 90 seconds right now to go ahead and figure out what you're going to do. I would not be afraid right now. Just roll at him. Just don't roll up that certain place. That's really bad. Okay, smoke. They're going to see if they can catch any of their Arachnies off guard. Because that middle tower is easy to take. Meepo pushing the bottom lane. They're sweeping over to the bottom side into the triangle to see if they can catch anyone. If they do, it's going to be an easy pick-off. Hunter, smoked out, instantly sees Manny. Manny is not going to notice. Manny not in trouble. So Hunter's going to go ahead and come back to the lane and go ahead and push out this wave for a little bit. Or at least cut it. I feel like they know where the firefighter is. It's gonna poop away. Oh, that's an interesting poof animation. I didn't realize it made it look like he had BKB. Okay, S5, they're gonna move together. They're gonna go ahead and smoke. They're gonna push out the midway for some for the reasons. I kind of feel that this is their play. Because right now it's all about delay. You got to delay these lanes from pushing in. So if you can push this lane out, you know where they're going to be pushing at. If they ever engage on you, you're going to fight them over here. Seems like they're going to go ahead and rotate around. They see Hunter on the map. Okay. They're going to be TPing back to base. They're going to defend this lane, and I think they figured it out. That they're going to go ahead and try to push this way. Into this direction. Oh, man. That's just such a cool animation. He, like, twirls in the air as he jumps. He has his refresher shard there, which is a great item for him in this upcoming fight. He can go ahead and immediately just jump on in, Echo Slam once, and follow up with a fissure. If it works out in his favor and no BKBs are used, he can instantly use it one more time for the quick, fast kill. So it's imperative that he times his Echo Slams perfectly for this next fight. Oh, Clinks. Finding out what it means to be a scout all over again. He's just taking damage, man. Multiple shot, man. On the Syrian arrows. It's like so good. At this stage of the game, that's what you want to do. You want to slowly siege this bottom portion of the tower and make it your priority. And just force them to come back to base. You don't want to fight them up here. You want to force them into their base. They're going to go ahead and try to pin you against their base, which is actually what you want. You want them to try to pin you into their base so that way you take their objective. And be like, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Our backs aren't against the wall. It's the opposite way around. You're pushing us into what we want to do. It's the retreat. That's the question. If you're going to retreat, you want to retreat backwards. Aegis is claimed. They're having Clinks in front. They feel the Meepo doesn't need to come back because they can go ahead and get mega creeps. Just go ahead and stand your ground right here, Arachnies, if you want to. Take out this bottom racks, which is really important if you want to get megas. You don't want to retreat in the wrong direction because it kind of feels like you guys are. Ah, they see the Blood Seeker. They're going to go ahead and jump on him. BKB's being used. There's the Enchant Totem. There's a Fissure coming out. The Witch Doctor's Death Ward is doing so much damage. Out comes the first Echo Slam. He does have the Refresher Orb. Out comes the Enchant Totem. Shallow Grave applied to the CK. There's the Enchant Totem and the kill. Instant buyback from him. Meepo still on the bottom push here. Over on the top lane, though, they're going to go ahead and try to prevent the Clinks from doing any form of damage. He's disarmed. There's the Chaos Bolt to keep him away. And blink forward with the Rolling Thunder. They're keeping this Clinks in place. He's using the cheese. The Meepo is back in base. Here comes the blink forward. The Refresher Shard is still in his backpack. Oh my, Bloodseeker coming out. He's going to go ahead and try to right-click this tower down. Out comes the Stone. There's the Blood right. Here comes the Roll trying to get away. There's the Fissure to make sure he doesn't follow any further. Uh-oh. What do I see? Manny being caught. They're going to see if they can catch him over there. They're waiting. there's the push forward. They try to get the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor survives. Can they get Manny as well? Nope. Manny tries to flicker away in the wrong direction. He's going to enchant totem himself away from the jump. He's going to go ahead and try to roll. Oh no, they caught Manny. Manny heals himself up again. Try to buy some more time for his roll. He can go ahead and magnetize. Nope. He's going to save it, and he has buyback. They're going to go ahead and try to invite the enemy team to their base. Ooh, this is some tense action at the moment. Still says it's in the hands of the Dire for them to lose. Meepo has been having one hell of a game for himself, so hats off to firefighters. Ping doing some great job as well. These two teams are very competitive against one another, as this game has shown. Ah, so he did pick up the Aghanim's Blessing. Okay. Someone else get to pick up the Aghanim's Blessing instead? Ah, so it was himself. You already have Ags. I would have invested the 2,000 gold for it. And then you had someone else to grab the Ags. You know, like, Earth Spirit would have been good. Witch Doctor's also good choice. Magic Lamp, that's really nice. The Flicker is great. There is the Roshan. But who do you give it to is the question. Backpack situations, man. You're not that far from level 30. Really close to one another as well. Okay, Abyssal Blade there. I don't think he's going to be able to finish it in time. Meepo trying to get Aghanims for more Meepos. Okay. Alright, Desolator. So he's definitely going to go for the 251 damage there. At least I hope he would be. Oh, Roshan being... Oh. The Aeon disc triggered. Oh boy. Put that in your backpack, my friend. And you got Apex? Oh man. Oh. Alrighty. They found the techies. They're going to go ahead and silence him up. He uses his Ghost Scepter right away. Out comes the Rolling Thunder and the Roll Out. Lotus being applied to the Pangolier. They don't want to go ahead and engage on this just yet. Both teams are a little timid for one another. And the Meepo is instantly going to go ahead and try to rax him on the bottom lane. He can easily grab... Oh, never mind. He's going to come back for this fight. I think they missed an opportunity there. Inappropriate humor. If they applied more pressure with the Meepo right here and threatened with the Rax, you get all of this team, all of the Arachnies to come back for the Meepo, because he has an escape out. And then you take the Roshan. Oh, more ruptures. There's the Blood Right onto the CK. There's the Rolling Thunder moving forward. The BKB is out. There's the Blood Right being thrown on the ground again. Rolling Thunder just keeps on thundering. There's the Reality Rift. There's the CK ult, and goodbye Blood Seeker. There's the Magnetize on everyone. Yules up from the techies. They're going to go ahead and try to roll away from this whole entire situation. The BKB is being used on the Roar, so that way he survives. The Bloodseeker went ahead and bought back into the game. Oof. Now Roshan is under massive threat. This is when you have to figure out if anyone's there or not. I say go for it. Oh no, Clinks! He almost got caught out a bit out of that situation again. He needs to hurry on back. Rolling Thunder with the Blood Right being applied to him. They're trying to get the ES. There's the Fissure. Can they catch him in place? There's the Yules. There's the Blood Right. Missed him. There's a Shallow Grave. And it looks like CK wants to fight him and find someone. The Witch Doctor, sorry. Oh man. They were able to go ahead and apply the Blood Right onto the Meepo, so he's going to TP back home. And it was the main one. Oof. Super tense at the moment. What's that saying? You can cut the tension with the knife? Let's see here. Let's CK's situation. Working on the Abyssal Blade as well. Almost there for the Abyssal Blade. They're both like almost there, so. Dagon on the Bloodseekers. So they're going to go ahead and invite themselves into the Roshan. They're going to go ahead and try to take it out. They took away the mine. They have a Rolling Thunder going on in the situation. Firefighters is moving forward. They have the Blood Right on the ground. BKB everywhere. Big Echo Slam once, not twice. Twice! Twice! They killed the CK. They took away the Meepo. Meepo had to buy back. The Clinks is in there trying to fight the Meepo. Oh no, if the Meepo goes down, this might be over. Oh, and the blast off, and they're able to take out the Meepo. And Roshan denies techies. Oh no. Two of your biggest cores are down. Clinks has a buyback. Well, never mind. Oh man, Dennis doesn't want to take this. Oh, buyback. I mean, like, everything's here, man. You gotta pick up everything. You gotta pick up everything. Oh no, did someone die? No. Earth Spirit's right there. Ooh, Bloodseeker with the Ags. Blessing. Give it to someone who doesn't have an Ags. There you go. There you go. Oh my. One last stand for Inappropriate Humor. They're gonna go ahead and march at this top lane. There is a large... Oh, there's a very large push. They need at least one person to go back. One person to go back. They have a big set of mines right there. They don't see it, but they know it's kind of there. There's the CK ult. There's the Fissure. Here comes the roll on in. Wooba, he has Aegis. He's going to be coming back up line real soon. Oh, and they took out the Witch Doctor who has no buyback. There's the techies. Down goes Wooba again. Earth Spirit and Witch Doctor both have buyback. Oh my. Oh my. Ooh, there's a cooldown on the refresher chart. I did not realize that. That's neat. This is still totally defensible. Yep, totally defensible. You gotta go ahead and sacrifice this tower. Though, you have to. Well, move forward. There's the Hex. They're gonna go ahead and try to do what they can here. CK's trying to get rid of this Manny. Manny's gonna roll away slowly. The Rolling Thunder keeping the poor Witch Doctor in play, like stunned up. They're gonna go ahead and go straight for throne. And in comes the big Echo Slam. And not enough. There's the buyback. Can they fake? Nope. They cannot save the throne. Oh boy. It is 2-0. or the inappropriate humor. Oh my. That was a very tense game and a very tense ending. Excuse me. That was super fun to cast, though. I did enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and figure out what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the evening, but I do know one thing. I want to say thank you for everybody who stopped on by, and if you enjoyed the cast, go ahead and let me know in chat or give me a tweet. Alrighty, and I'll go ahead and try to post this up on my YouTube. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Enjoy.